Usually I don't respond to negativity. I'm going to assume the power of positive intent here and just assume a lack of education. But in the video that this comment came from, the physician was inquiring on the billing practices of the biller. Okay, the reason this is comical is because doctors often find themselves fatigued at the amount of denials they get from payers. And so I'm talking about doing a service, providing a service, taking care of a patient, and then not getting paid at all, zero. And so then they find themselves bartering with the system to try to make it work so they can honestly sometimes just pay staff. And that's sad that we're there, but that's where we are. Okay. And I'll give you 3 key examples. And I think and actually there's some other comments on this particular post that you should go back and read. 1, if you don't code perfectly, I didn't say 90%, 99% accurately. If you don't code perfectly on the CMS 1500 form, you get nothing, $0. You don't get oh, I'm so sorry you coded wrong, you get this. No, you get nothing. The whole thing gets denied. And that causes a lot of turmoil for the patient, right? A lot of times after denial, a payer won't even respond to an appeal for 90 days, right? And then it takes the office staff time to turn that over. So that's number 1. It has all the little numbers and codes and modifiers and everything has to be perfect the first time. And if you think about the burden of perfection, it's pretty high, okay? Number 2, there's a lot of nuanced rules that payers make us follow. So for example, if you come to the office and let's say you're an established patient and you're down on your luck, times are tough, there's a lot of bills piling up, and you ask the office, hey, can we pass on the copay today? Can we pass on the office visit today? Usually, most of the time, especially with Medicare, you can't do that. That is fraud, waste, and abuse. You can't do it also with most payers because payers mandate providers accept all copays. And being able to have charity care can only be done if you very specifically document a physical financial hardship, which is a large burden for a provider from a staff perspective to overcome. Finally, the ability for providers to communicate between each other and say, hey, how much are you charging for this? Or how much are you billing for this? Or how much are you getting paid for this? So we can make sure that everyone in the healthcare space and our specialties are under the same expectations for paying for their healthcare. Payers blind us to this. We are not allowed to discuss our fee schedules and our fee services between payers. I know. So this is all out of an outgrowth of the red tape of the system, not because doctors are trying to squeeze it for every last drop. We're just trying to make sure we put all the widgets in the right holes, because that's what we are nowadays.